Hello everybody, Ian Robson here, and welcome to another edition of Bantikow. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. If you recall, from the, I guess it would be the live stream in this scenario, because I did live stream this on the weekend. We were working away on a few different things all at the same time. We had this guy, which field is this? This guy was rolling down here on field number 17, so let's go ahead and get this guy running again. And of course, oh no, there it is. Good. We'll load that up and get that guy rolling, and we'll set him to manual because for whatever reason they can never get it right when it's just chilling out there. Alright, get that guy going as well. Perfect. And let's see what happens here. Is he actually going to drive forward? He should do. Oh, I know what's going on. Because he's set to automatically load or stop when he is unloading. That's the reason why. That's fine. We'll just unload him right now here manually, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, so I had a pretty good live stream the other day there. Had a lot of fun. It was a good time as always. There was a live stream on it would have been Saturday afternoon for me at least. That's when I live streamed, just because I couldn't do it in the morning because I had some other things going on, so did a Saturday afternoon live stream. Actually, I went to the auto show, that's the reason why, now that I think about it. Alright, let's get out of the way here. Perfect. Set this guy on his way. Perfect. Nice. We did pick up a new vehicle. Which is it? Here. We picked up this. This is a Bantikow Taurus, which is this is like a concept or considered a prototype vehicle. Just made up by somebody, but I think it's a really mean looking tractor. Look at that, the lights there and everything. Pretty cool little mod if you ask me. I really like it. I think it looks pretty cool. We also changed out the seater for just the in-game 9-meter seater, just because it functions a bit nicer than the one I was using before. So we'll let this guy continue on his way here. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty standard tractor. They do come in different models. Let's just see here. Where are tractors? Whoops, did I really just buy that? Yep, I really did. Misclick. Oh well. So apparently I just bought a big old case. They do come in different models. 300 horsepower, 420, 540, and 660, and they do get progressively larger as you go up here as well. So yeah, we totally just bought that. Well, here's the case Steiger. Not really what I was intending to buy, and this isn't really the map for this particular vehicle. So I'm just going to sell it right here. Although it is a cool looking vehicle, and we'll use it on probably Manchester, but on this map, probably not going to happen. Although those tracks look really tiny. But we don't actually need something this large here, unfortunately. It really doesn't fit in. Yes, sell it. So we have a couple other things going on. We actually took all our... That was weird. We actually took a whole load of... Where is that other tractor? I hate doing this, but I don't think I have him in a group yet. Here we are. No. Let's put him in group 3. So I also picked up a John Deere. I think I've already had this. I already had this one, but I can't remember when I picked it up. But he's just chilling out over here. So this is what we did on the stream. We put a whole bunch of silage bales over here, just ready to be used in the TMR mixer over here for our dairy cows, because we do have 101 dairy cows now. And I believe, whoops, I need this. Let's check to see what the weights of our pigs. So we have 19 pigs that are ready to be taken to the market. That's not too bad actually, and they're producing. They seem to be doing well at the moment, so we'll leave that for the time being because we don't actually have. Well, I think we can take more than that, so I'm just going to leave it for the time being. We'll take a full load when the time comes, at least. But we are running low. Where's this guy? We are running low on grass. So what we're going to do is going to use this guy here. And this is another trailer I picked up, I think, during the stream as well. I want to say this is the what is this one called? The Crosetto. I've actually found this one from Killer Croc's videos. He made a video a while back. Or Killer Croc, I can't remember which one it is now. He did a video on this one a while back, and I like it. It's nice. Probably doesn't fit. Maybe it does fit in this map. I don't know for sure, but I have it. I just thought I'd try it out and go from there. It's not a super huge. Actually, what I'll do is I might also grab some potatoes while I'm here, because our BGA is going to need to be run soon, and this is probably a good way to make sure we have enough potatoes. Because before we were using the little 10,000 liter trailer or truck, which was doing the job, but not as quickly as I would have liked. So let's grab these while we can do this before I forget about it. And if I put it in a trailer, hopefully it'll be easy to remember. Alright, so let's grab this guy right here. And can we raise this up a little bit? Not much. But let's turn it on. Apparently that's filling up the trailer. Oh, we can get underneath it. There, at least it's realistic now. I was like, that's pretty good, man. I gotta admit, that's a pretty darn good fill plan for potatoes, too. They did a fantastic job of this thing. So this thing holds 36,000 liters, if memory serves. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and I guess we'll move this out of the way first. There we go. And then we'll go back and lower that guy down, because I don't want that thing to freak out in the wall, as I'm sure it will if I just leave it like that. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to keep these potatoes here just so I don't forget about them. And what we'll do is we'll grab those mowers, because we need some grass for multiple reasons now. Primarily, actually, for our mixing station. Let's go ahead and hook this up here. Actually, you know what we could do? We actually have the money for this. Let's see here. Not that. Let's just see in mowers. Do we have the money for this guy? Oh, we totally do. If I sell this, yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun. We have the money on this map. Might as well use it. Alright, let's see here. We don't need... where is it? These guys. So we'll sell this. And we will sell that. Yes, please. Thank you. And we will buy the Big M, which is probably way overkill for what we need, but it's fun to drive. Ah, here we are. This guy's awesome, man. OEB did a fantastic job. Let's put this guy in the night group. They did a really good job on this thing. I couldn't... When I first picked it up, I was like, holy smokes. They did a really good job. Let's check the inside out here. Can't really see much in the inside, but they did a fairly good job modeling it. Mirrors work. This is excellent. Could you imagine driving this like this? Oh my goodness, that'd be so scary. Because you couldn't see anything. That would be the hardest part. Oh, this is a long trip. I really should reset it. But we have a field right here, actually. So we have that field right there we could use as well. Which is a nice big field. But what we might do is we might just transfer some of the other ones over. We'll see. But this is a... Actually, this thing, for how big this thing is, it actually moves fairly quickly. 40 kilometers and something like this. That's pretty quick, man. When you think about how big this thing actually is, like in real life, like these things are just gigantic. I've never seen one in real life, but I can only imagine. I've seen combines, like I've stood beside combines before, and based on that, I can only imagine this is equally enormous, basically. I know one lonely farmer was thinking about getting one of these for a while there. But the problem he ran into was the fact that it's difficult to justify getting something like this when you can't get the parts, and fixing it's more difficult, etc., etc. So basically, it's for him. It was just it just didn't make sense, because repairing it and everything else past that was just not going to be easy for him. So he decided it wasn't the thing to get What we can do now is, let's go ahead and load the grass outline, and while we're just driving over there, I believe it is 13 meters. Yes, 13 meters. So as we're driving over there, let's just set it up 13 meters wide, which is just a wee bit wider than what we were using before. So 13, we'll start from the northwest heading south, and we'll do 2 headlands, and it doesn't matter which way they go. Generate the course, perfect. And you put it into fieldwork mode when you're using this thing, because it is considered a fieldwork vehicle, and it should, quote unquote, should work perfectly fine with courseplay, but we're going to find out here. I don't suspect it. I can't imagine David Oldfield working on something and not working with courseplay. Does not compute for me. Alright, so where is our starting point here? We can use this to collect grass, but we can also use it to, for a couple different reasons actually. We can use it to bale silage should we choose to. Alright, now I have no idea where the starting point is here. What side did I put it on? Northwest, so it should be somewhere up here. Let's just do that again, just to make sure I have the right course. Outlines. Here we go. Generate. Where is the first point? Oh, it's over there. This is always the problem when you have like non-squared fields. It's like, it's really strange the way some of the first points are actually outlined. It's ridiculous. Let's just save this as 3 grass mow big M. Perfect. And let's see what happens. So this guy's going to do 2 headlands. Actually, I should have done it the other way around. Actually, let's just reset that course one more time. I guess I'm kind of picky. All I need to do is... There we go. And now it's going to start all the way up here, I suppose. Oh no, right there. Because if I do it like that way, that means that it will... what was it? 3 grass? Let's just delete that. This is always the problem with courseplay. It finds when you delete a course or you load a course sometimes, it takes forever. Grass, mow, big M. There we go. Alright, so let's get this guy rolling right here. So we'll set him up, and he's going to do the headlands after the fact, so that means he's going to go around, and it should be fine then. Alright, so seems to work well with courseplay. Let's see what happens here. Should stop, unfold. These things are just mighty. Look at that. But I like the way it looks. It kind of looks weathered, which is nice. I think it's a pretty cool looking machine, if you ask me. Alright, let's see how it works. Look at that. You can go 23 kilometers an hour. I don't know if it would actually go... Let's just assume it would go 15, because 20 seems a bit far-fetched. Look at that. Love it. I don't use this machine nearly enough. It works beautifully, too. Look at that. Now you don't have to worry about windrowing it or anything like that. It's all done already. Excellent. What we can do is... this guy's chilling out here, so let's... I don't think we actually have a forge wagon. We're just going to grab a forge wagon in this scenario. Because it'll probably work best. We don't actually have one, no. Maybe we had one and I sold it. Unsure. Alright, I did pick up a new mod, a new forge wagon, not too long ago. It is the Pottinger Jumbo. Does it hold 45, 50? Oh, this one's actually bigger. Did not realize that. What's the difference between this one then and this one? Well, let's buy... That one's 85 and it holds less. This one actually holds... That holds wood chips too? Did not realize that. That was strange. Alright, let's get this one. That makes no sense. Why would... Might as well get the in-game one. And it requires 240 horsepower, so our biggest tractor might actually be slightly underpowered for it. Now that I'm looking at it. Well, this tractor right here is probably fine for it. But, not the, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Need to go just one more, apparently. So this thing, I believe, has 269 horsepower. So it should be powerful enough to pull that, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Alright, so let's get this hooked up here. We'll go collect some grass. This is primarily for our TMR mixer, but we can also use it for other stuff as well. We can also use this for... There we go. We can also use this for... Let's get in cab here for a bit. We can also use this for our pigs as well, which will be nice. And we can also use this also to sell straw straight up without having to bale it or anything. Should we choose to go that route? Let's go to the east. Here we go. I barely ever use forage wagons. I don't know. People always say, Ian, you can use forage wagons. And I realize that, but I just never use them for whatever reason. I think it's just because it's not in my nature to use them. Well, maybe it is. There was a time when I used them a lot, but it almost felt too easy to use them. So I just stopped using them, I guess, and then I chose to change it up, I guess. I'm not sure. The other thing we could actually do with this this grass is turn it into chaff and chaff it, should we need to as well. It's right by the BGA, so that's nice. So we can do that as well, and then we can use it to keep our TMR rolling at the BGA. The funny thing is, I guess I didn't do as good a job when I set it up, because some of the bunker is actually TMR and some of the bunker is just silage. It's really funny. Alright, this is our exit. See, he's already down here. Look at that. Crazy. Where is the first spot? I believe it's down here somewhere. Yes. Alright. Nice. Gotta love how much this thing holds. 50,000 liters it holds, so it's gonna be a pretty well, I think it'll take a long time, but you never know, because that big M is just rocking through this field, so he'll be done before you know it, I imagine. It'll be one of those scenarios where you're like, la 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 la, and it's like, oh, he's done. Okay. That's why you get the big dog, right? So, but OEB, I have to admit, they did a fantastic job on that. I did hear actually recently that there is it was confirmed apparently that there is a new DLC coming out for Farm Sim. It is a Homer DLC for root vegetables, I believe, for sugar beets, maybe potatoes too. Uncertain. But I was talking to Bantikow on the weekend, and he was saying that there is a DLC, and it was confirmed via the forums, I believe, which is kind of cool. It was in German, so he had to do a lot of translating, but as far as I can tell, from what he's saying, that there is actually a DLC coming out for Farm Sim at some point in the future. It might be somewhere around the time they release the console edition too, which was announced as well. I believe the console was for May 15th, I want to say it was. That's what I've heard, at least. So, I'm not an expert by a long shot because I don't have a console, so I don't keep track of that specifically. But that's what I've heard thus far. Alright. Nice. The other thing is, you can actually, I could have baled this up actually with a square baler, I suppose, too. That would have been another option. But this seemed like a cool thing. I've never, I don't think I've used this one before, so, oops, totally missing some. I don't think I've used this particular one before, so it's nice to give it a try and have a go at it. I'm going to actually increase the speed of that guy just because I don't want to catch up to him. Let's put him to 25. It should still function at 25. And that way at least he'll stay ahead of me and I won't catch up to him, so. Although I'm sure as soon as I have to go and load this, I won't be able to stay. I won't be able to stay with him, so. Which is always the case. Nice. You can actually use Courseplay to do this. It's pretty easy. Like in this case, all I would really have to do is set him to use the same course as the Big M, and then he would just follow along, and he would just do this. He would just pick it up, and then he would stop. If I don't set an unload course, he would just stop and wait to be unloaded manually. But that's how that'd work in that context. Not too difficult to deal with, to be honest with you. By the time I come back, he's going to be done. Watch this. But I do like these textures. I love how they move around as it gets pushed back. It's so cool. They did a really great job. I have to admit, Giants did a really great job. Like, after playing 2013 for a few episodes and coming back here, I'm like, the visuals are just phenomenal in this game in comparison. Like, not that they did a bad job in 2013, but you can definitely see the difference in the way the game looks. And you know, looks aren't everything, mind you, but when the gameplay isn't so different, we can just go straight north of here. Excellent. When the gameplay isn't so different that you can just play. You can play 2013 and play 2015, and the gameplay is the same basically. It doesn't make a big difference to me, but when it comes to the visuals, like you can, they did a really good job. It looks fantastic. Like you, like I remember going back and thinking about the very first episodes that people recorded, and then what they were saying about the visuals and how impressed they were. Oh, that was a bad turn apparently. And how impressed they were by just the visuals itself. Alright, let's take this turn properly now. There we go. Yeah, and I totally agree with them. Like the way this game looks is they just did a great job with it, so. Apparently this tractor is powerful enough to pull this even when it's full. I was kind of concerned about that, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but it's just doesn't seem to have a problem right now, so, which is good. Alright, so we will finish up today by just unloading this into the mixing station, just so we have TMR over there by the cows as well. Let's make sure we take a nice wide turn here. And that should be good. Excellent. Make sure we go through the bath here so we don't actually give our cows any disease. Every time, I actually have to look for it every single time when I drive through here to find out, okay, where exactly is the the mixing station here. I don't know why, but I almost always forget where it is. Probably because I'm not down here enough. Alright, so this should actually fill this up all the way, because these things take 50,000 liters, so. Alright. Is it not? What's going on there? He's actually not turning. That's a bit strange. Let's try and figure out. Let's just zoom in here a little bit. It looks like it actually wasn't turning. That's a bit strange. Yeah. It's not. It doesn't look like it's actually. I might just be the weight, and the tractor's not quite heavy enough for it. But if we go on the inside of this building, we should be able to see. Oh, there's a fill level right there. So that should be right up to the top there. It should be about 50,000 liters, because these things hold 50,000, and then that should allow it to start making some more TMR. It might actually have some if I go inside and check. Let's just go inside. What do we got here? We have 657 liters, not much there, so we'll leave that. And that should be full, and then it should work away. Excellent! Anyways, folks, I'm going to head off. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Bantikow. Catch you guys later.